Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Holly, and today I just decided I was going to do this DIY outside because it was a gorgeous day. So I thought I would take advantage of the nice weather we're having right now. And today I'm going to make a wreath, and this one is really easy to make. Now to make this wreath, I'm using an 18-inch wreath form. And this is, I believe, a grapevine wreath, and I got this one at Walmart. I also bought these two cherry blossom stems from Walmart, and we will cut these stems off because they're a bit long. I'm also using this little wooden bird that was in the spring decor at Walmart, but you can use anything, it doesn't have to be that. Also some twine, and I will also use these little floral picks to help hold some of the flowers in place. And Walmart also had these lavender picks, and I think they were like 97 cents, so they're a good deal, and I love these. I love to work with those. And I will also be using some eucalyptus picks. Now I want to cut the stem off, so I just use a pair of wire cutters and just clip those off so that way it's easier to work with. Now I decide where I want to put those floral stems on the wreath, and I just use those little metal floral picks to anchor the stems into the wreath. Now I wish I would have cut the stems apart. How it's like in a V. I wish I would have separated them. It worked out anyway, but like I said, sometimes we have a vision for something when we're making it, and it doesn't always turn out the way we want. And I'll show you that in the end, what I had to do. But I just went around and just anchored those little picks into the wreath, and that helped that stay in the position that I needed it to without it going everywhere. Now I want to attach that stem, the flower stems, to the wreath a little bit more securely. So I just take the twine, cut it into pieces, tie it around the wreath and around the stem of the flower, and just tie it tightly so that way it'll secure it a little bit better. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the other stem and just attach it with that floral pick, and then I will use the twine to secure it to the wreath. Now I'm just clipping some of the eucalyptus off of the main stem, so I have little pieces that I can put around the wreath. I'm not using hot glue for this, but you could definitely do that if you want. I found that I was able to just stick it into the wreath and it held it securely. Now once I have the eucalyptus where I want it, I start taking the lavender picks and just start to put those in little areas around the wreath because I want it to go completely around. and I try to keep it in one direction, if that makes sense, to where it kind of points upwards, and I do that all the way around. And like I said, just fill in your wreath where you want to cover any spots that might be showing that you don't want shown. And I also want to cover up where I have the twine, so I'm trying to cover that up also. Now this is optional. You do not have to have anything in the middle of the wreath if you don't want. I just wanted to use that little wooden bird that I had for this. So I just took some twine and I will loop it within the little hook, the little twine that's hanging there. And then I'm just going to attach it to the wreath, and that way it'll hang sort of loosely in the middle. Now I want to make sure that I have something that this wreath can hang on, so that way if there's a nail or something to attach the wreath to, you need to have something for that to hang on. So I'm just tying and making a little loop with the twine. That way it has just like a little hook there, I guess you can say, for that to hang on to a nail. Now I do add 2 of the floral sticks or picks to hold that down a little bit, and it kind of secures it a little bit better. That way, if you can see it, it stays close to the wreath and it's not moving around so much. Now I'm noticing more of the twine, so I just take a little bit more of the lavender picks and some of the eucalyptus and just try to cover that up. So I just use as much as I can to just disguise or camouflage the twine that's there. Now this is where I say my vision did not turn out. It was just too bunched up with the flowers on the sides, and there wasn't enough in other areas because it's how I had placed them. And like I said, I should have separated the vines so that way they wouldn't have been bunched up like that, and I could have spread it out a little bit more. So what I'm doing now is just clipping off some of the flowers, and then I will hot glue those into the areas where I feel like it needs to have them. And this is how it turned out, and I think it turned out okay. It's not exactly what I was envisioning, but I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're interested in seeing more videos like it, please click that subscribe button and that notification bell, and that will notify you when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope everyone has a blessed day.